Hey YouTube, this is WL Homeschool, and I thought I'd come to you with a video about a small haul. And when I say small, I'm not even sure if I can use the word haul with it, but a small haul from Dollar Tree. I actually went to Dollar Tree today after viewing a YouTube video from Malcorn3, so thank you Malcorn3, where she talked about some word magnets that she had purchased at Dollar Tree. Right now we're working on sentences with my son, who's in the second grade, and I thought this would be another way for him to, build and create sentences, possibly learn some new sight words, that sort of thing. So the first set of magnets I purchased are compound words. So that's useful, of course, because he's familiar with me talking about compound words. He can practice compound words with these, and or we can break up the compound words and he can utilize the words as sentences with the single word. There are also pictures, so that could be good for him, I guess, but definitely good for my granddaughter. She could use those as well. The second set of words that I purchased deal with long and short vowels. So they actually have the vowel letters with the short symbol and the long symbol above them, which is something he's not familiar with. I've not talked to him about that at all. So it'll be interesting to teach him about that. So there are more words that he can learn. I figured we could sort by the vowel, sort the long ones from the short ones. And one thing that's important, even though he's in the second grade, one reason it's extremely important for us to review this with him is because he has, an amazing way of reading sight words. He's extremely, words that I wouldn't even think that he could read. He can just read them. Today he read read something at the Dollar Tree that said no helium, and I thought, how did he know that said helium? There's just lots of different words he can read, but sometimes when I'm asking him to segment sounds or sound out the words, he has difficulty. So we need to strengthen that part, that reading strategy. So I thought this would be extremely helpful with that. So I'm happy about that. Again, it has pictures. Again, that's something that I can use with my granddaughter because we really need to start working with her. Purchased this one specifically for my granddaughter. It has pictures, and then it has the alphabet, and I love that it has the uppercase and the lowercase, so we can teach that together. We did not teach upper and lowercase together with my son as far as writing. So that's something he had to catch up with once he got into kindergarten. And I remember seeing a Dr. J video where she was talking about the importance of just introducing them at the same time, and it really makes sense. So we're going to do that with my granddaughter. And then here's another magnet sheet that has numbers. So of course we can do that with my granddaughter for number recognition. We can do it for counting with these images at the bottom. We can also utilize it for her recognition of words with the number. My son can also use this for addition or subtraction practice. And so I think it's something that's usable for both of them. He's pretty good at the mental math 0 through 10, but 10 through 20, he still needs to commit some of those numbers to memory. So this will be another way that he can practice and hone those skills, mental math skills. The last sheet of magnets I purchased have a theme of colors and shapes. Again, my granddaughter, of course, can benefit from the pictures of the shapes, and she could do a little bit of word recognition with regard to the names of the colors and things of that nature. She's 3 years old, and so I think we can start on that. Also, the words on this sheet my son can use when he's forming sentences as well. So thank you so much, Malcorn3, for that. I think I'm going to probably go to Dollar Tree's website to see if they have any additional word magnets that I could order so that we can have like a huge collection of word magnets. Plus, that'll go along with an organization that I have that we do literacy nights. So that'll be a good station. It's always good to have magnet station. I purchased this called Matching Contractions, and I think some of you have done video hauls from Dollar Tree with this, and it's kind of like a concentration game, except you're matching a contraction with the two words. So you're matching can't with cannot, that sort of thing. This is one of those things where you look at it and you're like, I can make that at home. But then you think, this only costs $1 and it's in color, and I'd rather just buy it for $1 than waste my printer ink. So I went ahead and bought it. It's a cheap little game, but it only costs $1, and I'm not using my printer ink. That would probably cost more than $1 to print this out looking as good as it does. So that's for this one is for grades 1 through 3. And then I purchased this Fraction Festival game. Excuse me. And it's for grades 3 through 4. And let me see. Ooh. It has cards that say like what fraction is shown, and then it has a card that says reduce the fraction, so that's good. My son would be able to do what fraction is shown. He wouldn't be able to reduce fractions. So we'll probably utilize this in a limited way for now until we get deeper into fractions. But yeah, that's a good resource as well. And then I bought something called Monster Math Munch. And let me see. It's also for grades. It's for grades 4 through 6. And let me see. So it has some thought-provoking questions. So here's an example. It says, Dan builds 2 towers of blocks. Each block is 4 inches tall. If the first tower is 6 blocks tall and the second tower is 4 blocks tall, how many inches shorter is the second tower? So that's some good thinking stuff right there. He's not ready for that that level of difficulty right now, but I always like to make future purchases, so I'm happy with that. People think I'm crazy, but I purchased this periodic table sticker book. It's something about the periodic table. I don't know what it is, but I just love it. I don't know if it's that when I took chemistry in high school that I just, I was just so happy I could remember a lot of the element symbols or whatever. So I like anything periodic table. But I thought, what the heck? I can introduce some of these to him as we're talking about different things. So he'll be learning about the periodic table throughout his school career. Last but not least, I purchased a science experiments packet. And these were, of course, $1. And you go through the packet. It talks about science. It shows you how to do different science experiments, and it talks about inventions. So there are a lot of plant experiments. There's some chemical reaction experiments. There are weather pattern experiments, evaporation, so on and so on. And then it has some information about inventions and inventors. It even has George Washington Carver in here, which I thought was great. Let me see. And it has like activities like seek and find. And the reason that I purchased 9 of these, 8 or 9. And the reason I purchased these is because each year for my son's birthday we have a theme. So last year we did the Lorax because he absolutely loved that book. This year we're doing science, and he wants to go bowling too. So we'll probably bowl on Friday night and then have a party on Saturday. So as part of the gifts for the kids who attend this party, we're going to give each one of them a science experiment booklet. I had also purchased a few of the science experiment books from Target, the dollar spot, but I couldn't find enough. I only found like 2 between 2 stores I went to. So I thought I'd better pick these up today in case I can't get those. And hey, if I'm feeling generous, we might even give the kids 2 science experiment type books a piece as their gift. Let me see. Is there anything else I left out? I don't think there's anything I left out. Again, I want to thank Malcorn 3 for sharing her Dollar Tree haul because now I have magnet letters and words. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.